This week on Made in SA, car fanatic Lebo W dreams of showing the road who's boss.
My dream is to become a race car driver.
But what does it take to roll with the big guns?
For anyone who's really interested in getting involved in motorsports, I think the first point of call would be to perhaps go and actually watch a motorsports event live and see what is actually happening.
When he meets his coach, he'll learn that before you can tame your ride, you need to tame its parts. This is how we roll. We celebrate young people of excellence and give them a kickstart on the road to chasing their dreams.
I'm Lebo W. I am 23 years old and I live in Kempton Park.
My dream is to become a race car driver.
My hobbies are collecting car magazines, playing PlayStation, and my pastimes I play lots of soccer. How I would describe myself is a very carefree, easy person. I love food, I love cars, I love having a good time. The special people in my life are my friends and my family because they're always there for me. I love them. I love cars. Cars, everything about cars. From the speed, the looks, the sounds. I just love cars. I even learned how to drive at an early age because of this. My dad taught me how to fix cars.
My name is s02e18. I'm Lebo's father. He's always happy. His jokes. Whenever I've given something to do, he do it. He's a hard worker. He does his own jobs at school. Even at home here, I can let him do my service because I've shown him what to do on the car. I don't know how can I describe him. I can describe him in many ways, but for me, he's a good son who listens every time you speak to him. On our neighbors where we used to stay, they used to cut the wires of the gates and all that to make their own wire cars and all that. That's the story that I can tell you that is from far away with this thing.
My dream is to become a race car driver. It started when I was very young. I don't even know when, but all my life I've wanted to become a race car driver. I've always had this dream. It's always been my lifelong passion.
And then from 7500 millimeters, this simply means that piece for 75, it's already there. And therefore we just say 75 plus 0.3.
Growing up, basically, I saw lots of cars, people spinning, all these kinds of things made me more interested in the sports of racing and cars. So it's always been there. I've always loved cars.
My name is Cedric and I'm Lebo's friend.
My name is Rudzani and I'm Lebo's almost best friend. Lebo is a fun, outgoing kind of person. He's very confident when it comes to things that he really likes.
Lebo is a very quiet but yet talkative person. He talks to those people who he's used to. If he doesn't know you, he doesn't talk that much. He actually loves playing table soccer a lot. We play a lot of table soccer.
What I love about Lebo is his passion for cars.
He's always a fun guy. He's active. He likes to do things that are more practical than more theory. That's what I love about him. If I were to tell you in one sentence what Lebo means to me, a true friend, I can do it in just one word.
Lebo is more like a brother to me. What irritates me about Lebo is You'll find on a Saturday afternoon, the guys are planning to go out. We go to his place, we find him taking an afternoon nap. We're like, Lebo, let's go. He'll be like, nah, I've had a long day, let me just rest.
Whenever he sees a car, he goes crazy and will say, I will look for this driver and I would love to have a test drive on this car.
He's that person where you find there are car shows all over Johannesburg. He'll be that one to come to my place and say, Rutsani, let's go, I'll buy you the tickets, let's just go and see that race, that car show. I think he can achieve this dream. He's a go-getter.
I think he's going to be successful because he's more interested in cars than anything else.
He's going to be that one black person, just that one black person who will be the one to show the other black people passion of racing cars.
When he really wants something, he does it from the bottom of his heart.
This dream to become a race driver, he's been looking forward for it because even if on TV, whenever there's a race, whenever Monaco, whatever, in South Africa at Kyalami, he really wants to go there. That's his dream. He wants to be a motor racing driver. I feel good for him because that's his dream. Everybody must give him the chance of doing what he wants in this world. Lebo will reach his dream because always whenever you give him the job of, especially on mechanically, he does it perfectly.
Well, you don't really need to study any subjects to become a race car driver. What you do need is stamina, endurance for long races, and the willpower to be a great driver. I'm just studying motor mechanics because I love it and I want to know lots more about cars. To get closer to this dream, what I've done recently is I'm studying engineering, motor mechanics, and I've always gone to the track, made sure that I meet people who are in this industry. I think it's important for me to follow my dream because this is my passion in life and I've always wanted to do this. It gives me great happiness to be on the track. What I think the biggest challenge is capital. The motor industry is very costly and I think that's the only thing that will stop me or prevent me from going into it right now. How I think I'm gonna overcome these challenges is work hard, get a part-time job somewhere, hopefully meet a sponsor who's willing to back me, and next thing I'll be on the track. What I say to people that say this dream is gonna get me anywhere is watch me. You'll see me in the next 5 years.
Lebo, chisa tire, brother man.
After the break, Lebo gets an unexpected surprise. He'll go on the roller coaster ride of his life, a few thousand kilometers off the ground, to see exactly what it means to burn that rubber. And if he's got the guts to win at all costs. Welcome back to Made in SA, the show that's all about getting you to chase that dream. Lebo has a need for speed and dreams of hitting the road in style as a motor car racer.
Hello? Yes. Lebo, there's a message here.
In Durban.
But Lebo isn't meeting his coach here in Jozi. He's flying down to Durban to join the team as they prepare for a race.
Thank you. I'm shocked and surprised at the same time. I'm going to Durban. Never even flown before. I'm going to Durban. Help me pack, help me pack.
Congrats, big. At least you're gonna get to reach your dream. For a day though, but it's still good. I'm excited. I'm very excited. The takeoff was scary, and right now I'm still a little bit nervous, but I'll be okay. It's like a roller coaster if I had to just describe it. Flying feels like a roller coaster. Everything about it's the same. Meeting my coach, I can't wait to see him. I want to see him, I want to meet him, I want to see what's going to happen. I'm actually happy. I'm a bit nervous today, but I know my stuff, I know the basics of mechanics, and I'm sure I'll do well today. If today turns out to be a disappointment, then I'm gonna have to live with it. I'm gonna have to take as it comes and learn from the experience. Well, today I wanna learn more from my coach. I wanna use this once-in-a-lifetime experience and enjoy it.
My name is s02e18. They call me the fastest brother in Africa. And I'm involved in the South African National Rally Championship. It is a motorsports form of discipline.
Gugu Zulu started his career in 1999 and won his first championship the very next year, and the awards kept coming.
I think to be successful at my job as a racing driver, one needs to be very brave, but at the same time it's determination, you know, it's all the skills of a professional sportsman, and that's determination to win at all costs. It's something that I grew up loving, you know, from a young age. According to my mom, at the age of, I think 4 years old, 5, she used to ask me, Gugu, what do you want to do when you grow up? And according to my response, according to her, my response was that I wanted to be a driver. And when I got into my teens, I started following motorsports on television, as well as attending some motorsports activities. And I think from there on, I just wanted to inquire, how do I get involved in the sport, you know? So I made a couple of inquiries, and I was very fortunate enough in my time. There was a development program that was being run at Kailami. And I was spotted by Sarl van der Merwe, who then asked me to drive for him. For anyone who's really interested in getting involved in motorsports, I think the first point of call would be to perhaps go and actually watch a motorsports event live and see what is actually happening. But it's all about you as an individual, what you want, and if it's something that you really, really want to do, you're going to find a way of actually pursuing it until you get involved. Many people out there think that, hey, Gugu Zulu, because he races for Volkswagen and he races for all these other brands, that he must be coining it in. It's not the case, you know. I still report to a desk job come Monday morning. And I think the other misconception is that we racing drivers, when we get onto the national road, we're also flat taps and are driving fast as if we're on the racetrack, and that's not the case. Well, today we have a young man all the way from Johannesburg. He's coming down to Durban, where we are racing for our first round of the season. And I thought today, you know what, it might be a good day to go out there and play with my toy, my racing car. Lebo.
Yes, I'm Lebo.
Kukulej, nice to meet you, my brother. Welcome through to our little haven at the moment, Motorsports Haven. I just want to show you around my car, my toy for the year, and see what it's all about. Have a seat.
I like this.
You like this? Fantastic, man. So this is my office during the rally week. As you can see, you've got the 3 pedals, which is your accelerator, your brakes, as well as your clutch. And then this is the steering rack, which then fits in the steering wheel over here. So the reason why I have it out is so that I'm able to come in and out of it. Over here is your gear lever, so it shifts up and down like that. Because I understand you're an engineer student, right? Yeah. The guys will be able to explain to you what's happening with the engine bay. So let's have a look at that. please show him the heart of the beast and explain to him what he's seeing now.
Oh, this is the main power plant of this beast. Yeah. And this is our power steering fluid here. The power steering. This is where we fit all the electronics, where it all comes together. Because as you know, each and every part on this car must be, it must be easy to take it out.
Yeah.
Because when we're on the service, we have limited time.
While you're doing that, I'm just gonna go out and quickly have a quick shakedown and get ready. We'll
Enjoy
see you
it.
shortly.
And how much power is this thing pushing?
You're looking in the region of 200 kilowatts with about, say, 250 newton meters of torque.
How's it, Libs?
I'm good.
You enjoying your day?
Very much.
Okay, cool. But now I've got a challenge for you. So my challenge to you today is to actually change one of the tires and put it back on again. And we're gonna time you. And I'll also ask you to go into my engine bay, check the oil, wipe the stick, put it back on, and then we'll see as to how quick you do it. We're gonna jack up the car now and enable you to make it a little bit easier for you. But you're gonna have about 2 minutes to try and do that. So change your tire quickly, and then I'll open up your engine bay, check the dipstick, and once you've closed the engine bay and you put your clips back on, we'll stop the time and see how you've done.
After the break, things get real for Lebo. Before he can go behind the wheel, he must conquer a time challenge and perform a super fast tire change. Welcome back to Made in SA, where we walk side by side with Mzansi's most ambitious peeps. Earlier, we hit the road with engineering student Lebo. He dreams of revving his way to success as a sonic speed race car driver. But first, he must beat the clock and connect the part of the car that keeps it moving.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
The wheel change was kind of slow because I was a little nervous, but I know what to do, how to get everything on, and I expected to do better, basically.
Well, when I saw Lebo, I mean, he was a typical mechanical engineer student. He was a little bit timid, quiet, a little bit reserved, and I guess a little bit apprehensive because, hey, this was, but he was overly excited inside, and I could see this spark of excitement inside of him just wanting to burst. Here we go, next one. Opposite, there we go, good one. Hands are dirty, it's still alive. But I think he did very well with the challenges that we presented him, particularly the wheel change. It's not easy to change a tire very quickly, especially under stress conditions. Well done. Well done. You did it in a good time. You wasted a lot of time on the wheel, but
Yeah.
it's fine as long as you got it in. And you did it in under 3 minutes. Just 2 minutes, 40.
Most of the stuff I kind of learned from school, but being out here in the field, you kind of see the practice behind it.
Give it to your second challenge, the next one, which is navigating. As I mentioned with rallying, it's 2 of you in the car. You've got a navigator and a driver. The navigator tells the driver where to go. Right, I'm going to tell you all that stuff. I want to ask you my championship navigator, Carl Peskin, over there. I'm going to ask him to come through and actually go through some of the notes with you.
We first go on the road with a normal car. Google gives me a detailed instruction of the road, meaning angles of corners and distances, which I then write down. We go back onto the road again, and I then read that back to him. As he's told it to me, I read it back to him.
Okay.
Basically, all that it is that it's a direction, and it is followed by a number. All that I do is I read this back to him at the correct pace, and we try to do this section of road as quick as possible using these notes. So left 5 means that it's a left-hand corner. The way that the corners work is that it starts from 1 till 9, and it's angles. So a 1...
9 being the most difficult.
Correct, it's like a 90-degree corner. Okay. As you read this back to the driver, you sort of read it to him probably 100 to 200 meters before you get to each corner so that he can anticipate the corner. and you just go through it at the right tempo.
That looks like gibberish to me, so I only listen. And I try and listen. Right, here's the helmet for you. We're gonna strap you inside the car into the front seat, and then we'll go out for a drive and see as to whether you can read the notes just as good as my championship winning driver here, Carl Deskin. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Cool, my man. This is for you.
That's good to hear.
And he'll help you in. I was even more impressed when he was inside the car and he tried to do the pace notes. It's not always easy to read notes. I personally am not a keen fan of actually reading notes. That's why I'm the driver.
I thought this was easy. I could do this in my sleep. But then once we got on the track and you could see all the fast corners and the cars cornering and sliding everywhere, that got a little hairy and I froze at one corner where the car was going.
Probably the reason why you might have tensed up a little bit while reading the notes is because the car is moving at a heck of a speed, and his senses are all heightened up, obviously. I think today we did manage to hit about 170, 175.
It's exciting. I love it.
Did very well, I must say. It's for the first time, it's very tricky. But do you see the notes, how important it is? Because if you don't tell me where you are,
Then yeah, accidents happen. It's very good.
how did you feel the car?
It's a very fast car. Well, Gugu as a coach, I think he's very good. He motivates you as a person, so I enjoyed being with him. This has brought me closer to my dream by learning more about the industry, talking to the drivers. It helps a lot because you start to get their perspective on everything and how to join motorsports.
If Lebo wants to become a racing driver, I think he needs to look at a bigger picture. It's not all just about driving. There's many aspects that are around motorsports as a sport.
The most valuable lesson I learned today is to be precise. Know what you're doing at all times.
Make sure you pass with flying colors. Make sure you get a good job. You keep pushing with that to be able to provide yourself with a good base and a solid base to work off in order to live this dream that you're wanting. Personally, I say go out there, work your butt off, come back and play on your own terms, because that way it's much better and so much more sweeter.
My plans are to end up on the track with them, hopefully competing against them.
Hit the gas, Lebo!